All right, so check this luxury apartment complex out. This is the apartment complex in Davenport, Florida. They have 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedrooms. So for the purpose of this video, we just want to focus on the 3 bedroom. It is approximately 1,563 square feet and is currently rented for $2,129. All right, so look, we're comparing this luxury apartment complex to the townhome community across the street. They have 2 different types of townhomes, both 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath with a 1-car garage. The smaller one is about 1,673 square feet, and the large one is about 1,758 square feet. Now, as far as a monthly mortgage, you're looking at something very similar, about $2,100 with the current special interest rate they have. So we want to look at a 3-year window, what it would look like if you rented this apartment for 3 years versus if you purchased this house and paid it out over the course of 3 years and then sold it.
All right, let's go to the nerd wallet. We're looking at over the course of 3 years, renting versus buying. Those apartments right there, the 3 bedroom goes for $2,129. Security deposit, we just saying 1 month's rent versus the townhome community across the street. The purchase price on those right now going for $296,000 with 3% down payment, of course, 30 years. The special interest rate through the builder right now is 3.99%. So let's go down here to the chart. Once you input all those numbers. So of course, the initial costs is just going to be the rental deposit. Initial costs for buying is going to be your down payment and closing costs. That's basically what the initial cost is. For closing costs right now, the builder is paying closing costs. So your initial down payment is just going to be that $8,800 for purchasing, and there are ways to get assistance with that. So we'll just say $8,800 to get into the townhomes. Recurring costs, these are basically ongoing costs, are routine expenses you pay monthly or yearly to live in your home. For example, monthly rent or your mortgage payment, insurance, taxes, and maintenance. So this is for just renting over the course of 3 years. This is for buying a home over the course of 3 years. Opportunity costs, but skip over this one. That's basically just saying that money could have been put elsewhere and you could have been getting interest on that money you spent, whether it's for your down payment or whether it's your rental deposit. All right, so net proceeds. This is the big one. Net proceeds. If you rent, your net proceeds is a security deposit you get back when you end your lease. If you buy, your net proceeds is the amount of money you get from selling your property after paying closing costs. No, after paying selling costs and taxes. A negative number means you end up with money back in your pocket. So basically right here is saying that if you rent, you're only getting your security deposit back after 3 years. You move out, you get your security deposit back, $2,129. Boom. If you were purchasing the townhomes across the street, you sold it after 3 years, you will be walking away with $46,000 because over the course of 3 years, you were paying your mortgage, building equity into the home. You sold it. You took that equity with you when you sold.